Right, good evening, watchers, and welcome to updates today. I got something to post today earlier on. I thought I'd do it today. I was watching some of the Shield. Been watching the Shield, and I ain't seen that show for years, and it's just great. It's a good show, really. Vic Macker, not Agents of Shield, but the Shield, cop show and stuff like that. So I've got this for the post. I'll do it now. I'll unbox it now. Oh, unbox it. Open it up, not unbox it, of course. Yeah, I like my good footy. Footy's been a little bit downhill this week because of Forest losing and stuff. But you know what? It's football. That's football for you. Team either wins or loses, and it's lost. They're lost, so you can't do enough about that. But I still like my footy. We like saying footy, not soccer, but actually, no, I don't really mind soccer. I remember FIFA International Soccer when it used to be called soccer. At that time, it didn't even bother me. There's a lot of games. There's a lot of games I'd love to see, like a collection of those games. Well, this is actually a DVD box set. A collection of. I've just shown a bit when I can get to it, of course. So I'm going to open that now. So wish me luck. So actually, I've been playing Battlefront last night. Battlefront, the second one, and there's a lot of people playing that. Oh, it's a good game though. It's a really good game. Since Andor season 2, people, I think it's since that's finished, people have been like going back to watching to play Star Wars again. That's weird. Oh, that's not too bad. I don't mind when I can get through something like that, bloody. Getting, sometimes better to be nice and packaged, I suppose, than not nice and packaged. But it's a boy. Right, so it's a box set. Alright, so okay, this is what I got for the post. It's a nice box set. So I got it for a decent price because on eBay they sell for crazy prices, but this I got for a real good price. I got the FA Cup final 1980s Classic Collection. Now I've got like some Forest ones, but you can get the whole collection, from the 80s, 70s, 80s. I'm not sure you can get the 60s, but I won't be surprised if you could. It's a nice box set though. They're all classic matches, full matches. I'll show you what you get. So what year is it? 1980. I'll get them all at. I'll try it anyway. Right. The first one. So the first one is 1980 FA Cup final at West Ham versus Arsenal. Yeah, 1980. I'm not sure I should read the back or what. I won't read the full thing because I can't be asked. So yeah, it's So yeah, I won't read the full. I was gonna read the full, and I just thought, I got through 10 DVDs to get through to be doing that. No, I don't fancy doing all 10. So it comes with bonus features: 5 special player profiles, the FA Cup run statistics, and post-match interviews. Oh, interesting. I've not seen all these matches, but some matches I've seen bits of. So yeah, awesome. It was pretty good actually. I was going to read the back, but if I read the back, it's going to take all 10 DVDs to get through, so I didn't really fancy that. So yeah, the discs are very good. Yep. It's always good to watch the old classic matches. To me, football now isn't quite the same as it used to be. I don't know. It's just you're watching now. It just feels so damn. It's always VAR, stopping matches, checking the game. It's like all the time. It's like, oh my word. And the match is like another 10 minutes on all the time. It's like, I miss football when it was just straightforward. These offsides were straightforward. if you pull a bad challenge off, and now it's like players now just fall over all the time. It's like, heck, it's like I can't. It's just weird when you watch it now because I remember when a while back I watched like a 1950s match with my anyway. So and the match was like different. It was like running. There's no diving or anything. It was just running all the time. And that just seems a bit too like people keep falling over, trying to get free kick, then moan about a throwing, and then it's just like all the time. And then when they fall over, they grab hold of the ball. It's like all the time. It's just I still like football, but yeah, it's like that now. It's like ridiculous. But yeah, so yeah. Anyway, so West Ham Arsenal 1980 FA Cup final. Like I say, I had to get through. If I had to read up the whole lot, it'll take me about half an hour to read because it's got like. So the next one is the 1981 FA Cup final between Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester City. So I'm gonna read. I just don't fancy reading it. I mean, I won't say it's a lot to read, but when you go through 10, it's like, oh, okay. So these are cool though. Yeah, there's the disc. Yeah, they look pretty good, excellent condition, these DVDs actually. That's Glenn Hoddle on the cover there. There's the other guy. They're not in black. They're not black and white. But they're not in black and white. They're in the 50s, 1950s or whatever. FA Cup stuff. There must be like an hour and a half to some of these DVDs, or maybe longer because of where's the special features? Alright, so yeah, FA Cup final between 1981 FA Cup final between Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester. And then we've got the 1982 FA Cup final between Tottenham Hotspur and Queen Park Rangers. Very cool. Yep. Again, it says, oh, they're all like PAL too, so they're all like. So if you read the back, you can read the back, but yeah. I really felt really nice. Especially I'm going to watch a film tonight. I'm going to watch Avengers tonight, so. Okay, let's check the disc. This is very good. Yeah. So the FA Cup 1982 FA Cup final between Tottenham Hotspur and Queen Park Rangers. The 1983 FA Cup final between Manchester City and Brighton and Albion. Brighton and Albion. Manchester City, Brighton. Manchester United versus Brighton and Hove Albion. 1983. So yeah, cool. So yeah, very cool. Because they had the 90s, I don't know if you can get all the 90s ones, that'd be cool. Yeah, this is fine. This is very good. Oh, this would be great watching. We've got the FA Cup 1984 FA Cup final between Everton and Watford. The colours are like blue and stuff like that. It's got more kind of colour in these. So cool. The quality's probably not the best, but you know, you get matches and that's it. There's the disc. The disc looks pretty good. Yep, there's the disc. Very cool. You can't get like, you know, like Tottenham collection, Forest collection, or actually no, you can get. Well, I think you get West Ham, Tottenham, and a Man United collection. I think Liverpool too. I think you can. Yeah. So Everton, 1984 FA Cup final between Everton and Watford. Very cool. And then we've got the FA Cup final between 1985 FA Cup final between Manchester City and Everton. Of course, you know about that. Oh look, there's Ron Atkinson there on the back there, pretty cool. You don't see much of him now. He's a character, he was. He was a character. Yeah, very cool. The disc. Yeah, pretty good. There's the disc there. Man, you just don't get characters on the football match. These characters in, you know, you just don't get them anymore. Brian Clough, Ron Atkinson, those kind of characters. What was it? Kevin Keegan, all those players. Fantastic. Yeah. Man United versus Everton 1985 FA Cup final. Very cool. And then we got, where's the one? Then we've got the 1986 FA Cup final between Liverpool and Everton. Kenny Dalglish there, very cool. So, you know, that's a lot to read to me. That's like, I have to read all that. You know, so yeah, I didn't fancy doing that. Awesome. Now the disc. Oh, this is pretty excellent again. The disc there. So Liverpool versus Everton in the 1986 FA Cup final. And then we've got Coventry versus Tottenham in the 1987 FA Cup final. Very cool again. I don't think I've actually seen the goals in these matches. I don't think I've ever seen them. But Coventry of all teams, cruiser. They actually won it in 1987, cruiser. I'm going to check the disc. Disc is okay. Yep. Awesome. And then we've got the 1980 FA Cup final between Wimbledon and Liverpool. That's when the I remember that. I remember the highlights of that match, the goals, and was it the goalkeeper when he saved? I think he saved the penalty and stuff from. So yeah, crazy. Yeah. Dave Beeson, that's him. Yeah, Vinnie Jones. Vinnie Jones of all man, the players at the end those days you can't go wrong. You know, Vinnie Jones. Players like that were like tough in the. It was like a. You know, there's some of the tackles he thrown in. He just threw them in. You know, they just call him the crazy guy. Yeah, Colesberg. That's crazy. Liverpool. Yeah, because Liverpool went on Colesberg, didn't they? Huh. So yeah, Wimbledon versus Liverpool in 1980. So I'll check the disc. Can't remember that. There's the disc. Very cool. So it's Wimbledon versus Liverpool, the 1980 FA Cup final. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Yep. So we've got the final one is the 1989 FA Cup final between Liverpool and Everton. You kind of guessed who won that one, so yeah. Awesome. How come there's no there might be special features? I don't know. Maybe they just don't show them on this. Awesome. Pretty good disc. Pretty good. It is a good DVD, isn't it? If you want to catch up with the FA Cup, you just watch each one. I always think this should be. You remember your 96 when they had all those matches? I would love them to one day to be a whole box set of all the matches on DVD. I'd love to. They're close enough to getting you can get the DVDs, but they're not either highlights or just one full match, and that's it. It's not like the full matches. I'd love to see that, like Holland versus England and England versus Holland. England versus Scotland. That Paul Gascoigne goal at Wembley Stadium was unbelievable. Oh, I remember that being. Yeah, I remember it came on TV, Euro 96, and oh, it's incredible. So yeah, awesome. So yeah, here we go. So the FA Cup finals, from the 1980s, of course. Yeah, very cool box set. Was it? You had great players there, like Ian Russian players, like good players. They were good players. I'm not a Liverpool supporter, but they have some good players. Ian Maynard has some good players, and yeah. So yeah, very cool. It's good to do these because you want to go back and watch the old matches. Yeah, it'd be great to watch. So yeah, so it's called the FA Cup final 1980s Classics Collection. Awesome. So before I go off, remember to go to my channel. Have a nice day, have a nice week. Hopefully you will see me again, and I'll see you again, or the other way around. And take care, look after yourself, and if you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. And so yeah. One more time, see you later. I'm going to watch a film for a bit. I want to watch the Avengers, so we're watching all the Marvel films and the, I'll lead up to the whatever film. So before I go, one more time, take care, and hopefully you will see me soon, and I'll see you soon. Thank you much.